Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I pretty much make easy to understand Excel tutorials. I'm going to be going into detail about how Excel works its magic too, and not just where to click. And I'm hoping this makes it easy to understand. And of course, if you have questions, just drop me a comment and I'll get back to you. Before I start, please subscribe if these easy how-to videos help you, and let's get into it. So in this video, I'm going to talk about absolute and relative reference cells. In a nutshell, relative reference cells are going to change based on the relative position of the formula, like if it's being copied or dragged down. And absolute reference cells are always going to reference one cell or a range of cells regardless of where that formula is copied within your worksheet. And I'm going to show an example for this so it's easier to understand. So first, I'll show how relative reference cells work. So let's say that I want to calculate tax on these totals right here. So I'm going to add a header here for tax, and I'm going to assume that tax is 10%. So my formula is going to be equals this times 0.1 for 10%, and I'll hit enter. And then I'm going to double click right here so it copies the formula all the way down. So you can see how relative cell reference works here. This first formula is going to reference cell G2, which is right here. But as I dragged it down, it doesn't keep referencing G2. So if I drag this formula down one, then it's going to reference cell G3, which is this total. And the same thing for G4, G5, and all the way down. And this is useful because we want to make sure that it continues to reference the correct dollar amount so that our analysis can be accurate. Now, let's say that I want to do the same thing, but with an absolute reference cell. So what I'm going to do is off to the side right here, I'm going to write tax, and I'll put 0.1 for 10%. And I'll kind of just box it up real quick. It's not a part of our data set, but it's something we're going to use in just a second. Now, here, I'm going to add a header, and then I'll add my formula. So I'll do this times, and then I'm going to reference this cell, right? And I'll hit enter. So as you can see, it did the same thing. However, this M1 is not an absolute reference because if I were to drag this down 1, it's going to show 0 because now it's referencing M2 and there's nothing there. So what we want it to do is continue referencing M1 every time we go down, right? We want every one of these to be multiplied by one cell and one cell only. So you can do this by, let me go ahead and delete this. You can do this by, if you're on Windows, you can press the F4 button, or just add a $sign before the letter and a $sign before the number. And I'll hit enter, and then I'll drag that all the way down. So as you can see, it's doing the same thing, but the formula is just a little bit different. And no matter how many times this gets copied down, it's going to continue referencing M1. There's going to be times where you need to use relative, and there's going to be times where you need to use absolute. And I hope this helps you understand when and how to use each. And there you have it. If this helped you, then please do subscribe and be on the lookout for more Excel how-to videos. I'm hoping to help as many people as I can become data experts in Excel in the most easy to understand way possible. So that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.